What is up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. So with all the changes coming to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes over the last year, like double shard drops, new game modes, getting powerful characters is more accessible than ever. So I wanted to hop in today and tackle the subject of a 2021 farm guide. If I was a new player coming into this game for the first time, what my focus would be on and what I would go after to be successful. So let's talk about that. We'll hop over and get started. But before we do, if this is your first time on the channel or you have been watching and have not hit that sub button, be sure to do that for some more Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes guides in the future. All right, so first off, subject, let's talk about things outside of the characters that you're farming. If you're a new player coming into this game for the first time, I would highly recommend getting on the subreddit for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and find a good guild. And I would punch up as high as I possibly could. There are some really good guilds out there that will take on brand new players as long as you're getting that 600 tickets per day, and they will allow you to participate in high level game modes where you're getting things like GOTBs in, you're getting like really valuable shards like for Wat Tambor early on in the game. So that is tip number one that I would do if I was a new player coming into this game, is punch up guild wise, because if you go the route that I'm about to tell you, you're going to be a little lower on things like crystals and being able to farm gear because you do have a lower crystal income. So let's hop over to the very first thing, and that is the subject of all of this talk, and that is going to be Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. This is going to be what you're focusing on within that first year, and you may not get it within a year. It may take longer than that, but enjoy the journey of the beginning part of the game. It's quite a bit different than the end part of the game, and getting to level 85 in that process is quite fun. So enjoy it, and just do this farming along the way, and I think you will have a good time in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, out of the 4 Galactic Legends that we have right now, I would put him at the very top because he is successful in all game modes, and especially in things like raids. He's kind of the character that has broken raids for CG, and he's definitely worth having as part of your lineup because you will be able to get quite a bit of gear on the back end to develop new teams after you get this done. If I was going metaphor on Kylo Ren when it comes to raids and most game modes in general, he's like Tiger Woods in his prime. Like, it was Tiger than everybody else. That's the way Kylo Ren is in this game currently, especially in raids. He does very good at all these galactic challenges, these new conquest modes that we've done. Highly valuable character to get early on in the game. So the plan to unlock him: Phoenix first. So over the years, Phoenix has been the tried and true #1 team to go after, and because you need Emperor Palpatine to unlock Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, I think it is still the best team to go after first. One, it's easily the most accessible team that has good synergy starting off that you can get quite quickly, and then 2, it does really well in the battle mode where you're going through every day like that one. Until you can get to where you're simming that, this team does really well in getting far, and those resources early on in the game, especially when it comes to the currencies and stuff, it's really important to have that. So I highly recommend Phoenix first, go that route, and then get them to the point where you can unlock Emperor Palpatine, and then also, as another really nice bonus of going after Phoenix Rebels, you're able to unlock Thrawn as well. And then from here, you have some options. I'm going to go ahead and say, like, option number 1. This is the one that I don't recommend, but you definitely could do this. It's not a bad way to go. You could go ahead and invest in Thrawn and Emperor Palpatine. You should be unlocking Vader. You can go after Grand Moff Tarkin. You can go after TIE Fighter pilot and make a solid Empire team for your arena squad. But I would recommend go ahead and work on that First Order squad. And there's a couple reasons why. One, these are the characters that you need to unlock Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So that's, first off, probably the easiest choice to go this route. But then 2, the teams that are going to be punching up over this anyway are going to be the people who go after like the low-hanging legendaries like Jedi Knight Revan early on, or Padme squad. You're not going to beat that with this team. But you can beat all those people who go after Empire, because Empire is a dot heavy team, and this team does very well against that. So I would recommend going this route, going with a crew first order led team. The first 4 here, I highly recommend all of those because I think they make the best team. The last one you could throw in first order officer. You could throw in first order stormtrooper as well. There's a lot of options for that 5th. And as you're building out all of these characters, it's going to be something that you can is very interchangeable for you to kind of go after whatever team you're trying to counter at that time with this squad. So I'm not going to go over a full Kylo Ren farming guide. I am going to leave a link above. I do have that, a free-to-play Kylo Ren farming guide for you guys that's already out there. So if you're wanting to know all about farming up all the characters needed to unlock Kylo Ren, click on that link. It will be extremely helpful for you. So next topic of discussion is going to be ships. And I'm going to hop over here and kind of discuss a little bit before we hop into the slides on ships. There's a couple of options I think that you can go here. And one is going to be focused on getting crystals and doing well in ships. So if you haven't hit that game mode yet, that one, like you're not going to do well in arena for the most part if you're going by this thing. So that's going to kind of cut down your daily crystal income from arena. You probably will do okay. You'll get some crystals from there, but you can do really, really well in ships if you go after my first option here. And then the goal of doing that is buying or getting crystals so you can buy the shards for finalizer instead of farming up the ships needed to unlock finalizer to go after Kylo Ren. One, I think this route is probably going to be a little bit better because you're going after a meta fleet team. And right now, finalizer is just an okay ship lineup, and it still needs some work and maybe like 1 or 2 extra ships to make it really, really good. And the ships needed to unlock finalizer don't make a whole lot of sense together, and we'll kind of discuss that. So let's take a look at the slides here. This is the high crystal farming team, and this is going after Geonosians first. And the good thing about Geonosians is they don't take a ton away from the important characters that you're farming. You can get these characters quite easily through the shipments currencies. And then there's also the ships as well are found in shipments too. So it's an easy way to kind of work on these passively because you're using the ship currency that you're getting from doing ship arena anyway to purchase a lot of these characters and develop out these ships. And they do really, really well even against hyperdrive bundle players when you get the 3 Geos up and running. And then I highly recommend making Bosk a really, really high priority to unlock him and unlock Houndstooth. They do really well, especially if you're going up against players who don't have that ship unlocked early on. So this is the route that I would recommend going because you're building out a meta fleet here. And you're also focusing on Tarkin here because you're getting your Zeta mats unlocked by doing this. So this is the route that I would work on. Go Grand Moff Tarkin for the main ship. And then go ahead and build out those Geos. Hyena Bomber and Vulture Droid, you can work on those later on. They're not high priority right now, but you can do that as you start building out this fleet later on. But I think you will do really well crystal-wise. Be able, if you're hitting top 50 in ships, hopefully top 20, maybe even top 10, it's really going to boost that daily crystal income to allow you to do more farming, use more energy, level up faster, all that kind of stuff, and then start putting away those to be able to buy those finalizer shards. When that event is up and active, there's usually a shipment that you can buy for finalizer shards up in the store with crystals. All right, and the other thing is the finalizer farm. And the reason that I don't recommend this one per se is the ships just don't have a whole lot of synergy together. This is kind of the lineup that I would recommend, the starters with crew, Bosk, TIE fighter pilot, but they just don't make a whole lot of sense early game, especially in early game. You definitely can build out a better team when you get finalizer unlocked and do well in arena, but I don't think it's going to do well starting out, and you're going to struggle, which would mean you're struggling kind of in arena and you're not doing super great in ships arena as well. I would recommend going after that meta fleet. I think it's going to help you a whole lot later on, and then just buy those shards, unlock that finalizer for where you need it to be able to do that Kylo Ren, and then you can always come back later since you've got relic characters and build out the ships for finalizer and have your second fleet that's quality there too. So that is going to be it plan-wise. it's going to take you a long time to kind of work through this. I highly recommend going after that Supreme Leader Kylo Ren guide that I've got. I've got all of it broken down, but this is what I would do if I was starting this year. You're able to build out some extra teams as well. Like if you do invest in Geos, then that's a good team that you can throw in GBA in later and have a really good early Grand Arena team. And then also you're able to invest some in Empire. So there's a lot of options for you to build out some secondary teams going this route. But like I said, have fun playing the game in whatever path that you take. Have fun, enjoy it, and I will see you guys in the next video.